Taking to the air could be one solution to help get around traffic jams on city highways. VOA's Jania Dulo reports from Los Angeles on plans to get air taxis flying in time for the city's 2028 Summer Olympics.
This drive across the desert is a test ride for a full-scale version of a propulsion system that the Southern California company Overair plans to use in electric flying taxis. Company engineers are working on eVTOL, that's electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle, with 6-meter rotors and the latest developments in electric motors and batteries to help lift passengers above crowded roadways.
This aircraft, with its range of 100 nautical miles, or a little over 115, 120 miles, basically can serve the greater LA area. Our aircraft has room for luggage as well as 5 passengers. We think it'll be great for families trying to get to a long-haul flight, and it will really change how people make decisions about how they get around in an urban area.
City officials say the early promise of urban air mobility brings with it many questions, including the infrastructure for flying taxis and oversight by the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA.
I think obviously the FAA is going to have a huge role to play, and they are the ones that are actually thinking about and considering possibly providing some sort of permits for this process as early as 2025. And then at the local level, we really get into, land use powers around where things can take off and land. And I think the other value add that cities bring, again, is that very hyper-local perspective around how this is going to impact real people.
Some Angelinos are skeptical about flying taxis.
Think of all of those landing spots. That seems like chaos waiting to happen. It's like, so now you need like entire zones where people are taking off and landing from that are allowed. It's like you can't just land anywhere. It's like, it seems like you're just going to crash all the time.
The German company Volocopter was the first to lift a person in the air in 2011 using solely electric power. Today, the firm's Volocity is a 2-seater electric aircraft with 18 rotors.
When we have flown in Singapore, in the city center, I hoped that a lot of people, there are a lot of tourists, will applaud and look to the Volocopter and look at it. They did not. Why? They did not hear it. So it was bad for marketing, but good from the authorities. They loved it. So it's very silent, and you will not see it. Even it will be a small dot in the sky.
Volocopter flew its Volocity over Paris in November, with plans for short commercial flights by the 2024 Paris Olympics. Los Angeles officials are working to have air taxis operational by the Olympics here in 2028. Jania Dulo for VOA News, Los Angeles.